Before we get into the meat of the video, we're gonna need to have a pirate history lesson. Don't mope, alright? Trust me when I say this is very necessary to understand what Denuvo is, as I'm sure a lot of you don't fully understand. So pirates grab your sails and commoners grab your wallets as I spin the yarn of the pirate's plight and how it may be affecting games as a whole. Long before the age of Denuvo, pirates ruled the seas of gaming with an iron fist, pirating whatever games they liked. Pirate captains such as CPY, Fit Girl, Codex are all groups known for cracking games close to or even on their release dates. But everything changed when the Fire Nation I can't even say that line. But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. If you didn't catch the narrative prose I was trying to juxtaposition with the pirating climate of the current gaming age, then I'm sorry you had to sit through that intro. Denuvo is primarily a DRM software. It's an anti-cheat solution that stops people from cracking and pirating games, as well as identifying cheaters and banning them in multiplayer games. When Denuvo came onto the scene, it was very frightening for pirates. Not that I would know what pirates think. It was frightening not because pirates hadn't seen an anti-crack software up until this point, but rather Denuvo was the first to stump all of the captains. Months or even years would pass before a game was cracked, and the community was feeling the blowback. But as Denuvo's influence grew, so did their performance allegations. See, Denuvo affects performance because it's constantly peeking through your files to see if they're being tampered with, so the process is always running in the background, sucking your CPU power like it's trying to give your PC. Furthermore, since Denuvo connects to the internet to check if your files are tampered or not, you can no longer play the game you bought if the game's company servers are down, or if you maybe just don't have internet for an hour or two. Which I don't even need to explain why that's f***ing nonsense. Denuvo has definitely been effective at keeping an arm's length away from the pirate captains for a while, on account of their smart staffing plan. Denuvo has many ex-crackers slash sceners working for them. They know the tool sets and techniques that these pirate captains use to get over on them, so they just pay them handsomely to switch jerseys and work for them. It's undeniably kind of genius. For the most part, they've taken a good chomp out of the seas and have definitely made their mark against the pirates worldwide. However, only one had the courage and skill set to not only face them, but conquer them in style: the Pirate Queen Empress. In order to better understand Denuvo's effect, we must speak about their greatest enemy. In the earlier days of Denuvo, there was one pirate in particular who was quickly and efficiently breaking through the walls of Denuvo. They went by the name of C00005. The pirate community quickly latched onto C0 and displayed great support for their crack work. So much support that this mystery individual decided to take a dramatic left turn and become a captain themselves. They were finished hiding behind the code name and revealed themselves as Empress, with this really badass message wall. Under the moniker of Empress, the Queen changed the entire landscape, doing what was once impossible. Planet Zoo, Red Dead Redemption, Mortal Kombat 11, all cracked by Empress. Denuvo's heads were spinning while the pirates praised Empress's name. Things were resolved and back to their previous state, and the seas were free again. However, things changed when Empress decided to express a deeper side of herself. Sometime in 2021, she made a post called A Philosophical Approach Towards the People and Universe, a challenge for any curious Redditors. It's a long title. Now, I'm not here to speak on any controversies surrounding Empress, but rather the undeniable push factor that Empress had on the pirate community. And the community did not like this post, generally speaking. And after Empress saw the backlash, she responded fairly harshly to those who left negative comments on the post itself. All of this led to widespread drama surrounding the Queen and ultimately tainted her relationship with the pirate community in general. She would later require payments for crack requests that would far exceed the price of the title itself. She would purposely slow download speeds in order to fend off repackers who would steal her cracks, just to teach the community a lesson that they must wait for her packs and her packs only. During the pandemonium of her anger, Denuvo began to win. People were losing faith in the Queen and purchasing overpriced broken games that Denuvo stood behind. The sea was ravished, for many believed that this was the end of the Queen's reign. Now, I know you're excited to hear about how the Queen's tale ends, but as it's almost your bedtime, I'm contractually obligated to remind you to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's wrap this up. As all hope faded, the Empress had a recent change in heart. She apologized to the other crack groups such as Fit Girl and Codex for her harsh behavior and even promised to return to the cracking scene free of any charge. The main reason I bring up Empress and the plight against Denuvo ruining games is because Empress has always been led to do what she does out of anger at the industry today. Full price $70+ games that break in a moment's notice. What DRM do you think Hogwarts and Jedi Survivor uses? At the end of the day, this is bigger than the pirate's search for freedom, and Empress knew this. At a certain point, Denuvo approached Empress with an offer to work with them with a salary, and she turned it down solely out of disgust for the work that they do. And I must say, it's hard not to take her side, even though I don't know anything about pirating, obviously. Anyways, in an industry fueled by lust for money, it's refreshing to see somebody take a stand against the madness that's going on. When a game company agrees to put Denuvo in their games, they're basically saying, yeah, we don't care if we're taking up 90% of the CPU power just to, check your files. Screw the game that needs to be ran. Nobody cares about that. We care about this. We care about looking through your files to make sure that you're not just stealing the game. I can understand using a DRM, but I can't understand using a DRM that is going to cuck your game's optimization. Pirate lore aside, it's frustrating to see more and more companies use Denuvo as it becomes the new norm. Some companies even agreeing to use Denuvo for the release date of their game, and then just taking it off within a month or two, just so that they can make an extra quick buck. Denuvo can't get away with this, and we have to do something about it at some point before it ruins every AAA game that has the money to purchase a DRM like Denuvo. What do you guys think though? Leave a comment below expressing your feelings on Denuvo. Maybe you side with them. Maybe you are a Denuvo stan. Leave a comment and let me know. Anyways, as it's far past your bedtime, I'm gonna cap the video here. That is the end of today's history lesson, and hopefully you learned something.
および宇宙に関する基本的研究開発並びに人工衛星等の開発打ち上げ追跡および運用並びにこれらに関する業務を